Hi, this is Teacher Tom. Today we're going to talk about using even though, and although to show contrast and to give an unexpected result. Now, this is a simplified lesson, and in this lesson, though, although, and even though can be used interchangeably. They'll mean the same thing. In a more advanced explanation, yes, there can be slight differences, but very often in English, though, although, and even though can be used interchangeably and mean the same thing. And that's what we're practicing today. So let's talk about showing some contrast and giving some unexpected results. Let's look at the board for some examples. Okay. Although it was raining, I went for a walk. So, because it's raining, we don't expect that I would go outside and go for a walk, for example. So, although it was raining, now, unexpected result. The result is I went for a walk. That's unexpected, right? Although it was raining, I went for a walk. Okay? It was raining, so I don't expect to go for a walk, right? That's an unexpected result. So we're going to use although. So although sets us up for the unexpected result. It shows the contrast between expected and unexpected. Although it was raining, I went for a walk. I still went for a walk, despite the fact that it was raining. Understand? Now, what else can we use here? We can also use though or even though. Even though it was raining, I went for a walk. Although or even though. And there's one more option also. Though. Though it was raining, comma, I went for a walk. So I could say, although it was raining, or even though it was raining, or though it was raining, I went for a walk. All three set us up for an unexpected result, right? They show the contrast between the expected and the unexpected. Let's do one more example. We're going to set up the sentence with although or even though. And then in the next clause, we're going to give an unexpected result. Okay? So let's start with even though. Even though what? Even though she didn't have a driver's license, even though she didn't have a driver's license, comma, what's an unexpected result? For example, even though she didn't have a driver's license, comma, unexpected result. She took the car and drove to Los Angeles. Even though she didn't have a driver's license, she took the car and drove to Los Angeles. Okay. Even though, it sets up the contrast, the unexpected result, which is in the blue. What can we also use here? Of course, we can also use although. Although she didn't have a driver's license, she took the car and drove to Los Angeles. Okay, and the third one, of course. Though she didn't have a driver's license, she took the car and drove to Los Angeles. Okay, so we can use though, although, or even though. And in many cases, if not most cases, they mean exactly the same thing and they are interchangeable. Now, there can be slight differences. For example, you might say that even though actually shows the strongest contrast. You also might say that though is the one that is used the most informally, especially in speech. But basically, they are the same, and they all show contrast, and then they show the unexpected result. All right, as we can see here, we can use even though, although, and though interchangeably. For example, even though I was afraid, I flew on a plane. Although I was afraid, I flew on a plane. Though I was afraid, I flew on a plane. Okay, you can practice with this. It can be fun setting up unexpected results with your sentences using even though, although, and though. What are some examples that you can think of? Even though I didn't know any English, I watched Teacher Tom's channel. And I hope you learned something. All right, everyone, thank you very much. I hope you liked this introduction to although, even though, and though, and the idea of setting up contrast and unexpected results. I hope to see you next time.